There he is.
There I
Hey,
is.
buddy, how are you, man?
All right.
Congratulations, bud, on the new project. We've been playing Light Up the Fire. We like it, man.
Oh, good. Well,
Um,
you're smart guys, so that's all I can tell you.
hey, I'm not that smart. I told you I'd never been to Canada before, and you called me out at the concert at Caesars Windsor.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's I remember that too.
Some lady behind us, Rick, she goes, "Are you the idiot?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm your idiot right here."
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
How you doing? You good?
Nice.
Staying healthy?
Yeah, it's nice being the idiot, isn't it?
I know. Well, it's a good way to go through life, man. I prefer to careening wildly through life, bud.
And my script has not been written yet, so.
So it was funny. We were talking at work today, Rick. We were like, well, let's look up all the times Cheap Tricks played Detroit. And there's a Detroit concert database. I had 5 pages of concerts and I had to stop. It's crazy how many gigs you've played here in the Motor City.
Well, I'd like to see that. What would I look under to find what you were looking at that you gave up
Detroit, if you just put in Cheap Trick Detroit and concerts, and there's a whole database. There were gigs at Kobo, and there was like, you guys had runs of gigs here and stuff. Was this just one of those, like, you could drive here and play a gig and come back when you were first starting out?
Well, perhaps we did that. I don't need the mask on, do I?
No, you're fine.
There we go.
There we go.
Trying to think. No, I mean, Detroit's not close enough where we can just get in the car and we'll be there in an hour. It's like it's a big state, and it's like you're over on the far east side, so it's like when I have a place in South Haven. Ever heard of that?
Yeah.
I have a house there.
So, but was Detroit a destination gig for you guys at some point? It was like, we got to play Detroit.
We used to play a lot in Lansing, in East Lansing, and that's where we played a lot. We used to play a place called the Chances Are, or something like that. And actually, we used to play there a place called Chances Are, or Chances. Fred Sonic Smith used to come to see us play there all the time. Played with us.
Really? We never knew this. Seriously, that's awesome.
Look it up. There's actually some good pictures.
I believe you. Now, speaking of pictures, a topic that we had on the air was things that no one believes because you don't have any photos. I was getting ready to introduce you guys at Pine Knob once, and you were so gracious as to let me. You were pulling guitars out of your box and showing me different guitars, and there were 2 people standing there with me, and nobody took a photo, Rick. Nobody. Not one.
Weak. No wonder the computer gave up on you a few minutes ago. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, well, I have a lot of those moments too. It's like, I've got on my phone, my iPhone here, it's like I've got 32,000 photos on here.
Oh, good Lord.
And it's like, luckily, I have a lot of stuff. Luckily, I have a lot, but there's a lot of stuff I'm missing that I wish I would have had, or somebody had a camera or whatever.
So, for example, are there moments that come to mind, like maybe you ran into somebody, or you did something that there's no pictures and whatever, dude.
Yeah, lots of that stuff. I mean, let's see if I can find it here.
Little Richard?
Little Richard is me.
Nice. See,
that's a real picture. That's my screenshot or my screensaver or whatever. But so I did get that. But I mean, there's David Bowie. I don't have any pictures with I did with McCartney. No pictures with John Lennon. And it's like
man, yeah.
I got plenty of pictures with you with those 2 guys who were looking at the guitars, but
now you're just rubbing it in, Rick. Okay, I see what you're doing here. So what I've heard so far from In Another World, it's just straightforward, you guys. And somebody said, is that a compliment when you say straightforward rock? I think it is. But
I think so. It's like Cheap Trick. We never tried to be something that we're not, at least not on purpose. It's like it's what we do is like, I like the original stuff. I mean, I tell people, I said, we've never progressed, which is like, it's not a slap to us. It's like, yeah, we were pretty good. We had good influences. It's like, I wasn't influenced by the band Europe. I wasn't, I like the MC5, like, I liked the stuff that I grew up with. I liked the Yardbirds. I liked Jim McCarty. It's like, it's like the stuff we had back then was really good. I mean, there's always been stuff that's, come out that's really good too, obviously. But the good stuff that I hopefully learn something from is the stuff that I like. I mean, I still don't know any Jefferson Starship songs.
You don't?
No, or Big Brother and the Holding Company. I don't have any of their records.
I was listening to Sister Ann on the way home today by the MC5, and if you played that song for someone today, they would think it's a brand new rock song. It holds up as well today as it did then.
Let's see. It sounds kind of like humble pie at the Grandy or something like that.
Look at you. Yeah.
And plus right now here I'm playing a 1962 Dwight cornet. This is real rare. This is like what Steve Marriott used to play.
Man, Alice always talks about how important the Grandy is. I mean, the importance of the Grandy Ballroom to rock music. People don't understand.
Yeah, it was good stuff there. I went to John Sinclair's house late at night back in the day. It's like a legend. I mean, this place was a mess, but it's like, my house is a mess too. There you go.
There was some, so there was some I was curious about. We were talking about this. I was thinking about this because when you guys did Budokan and then you're done and this huge monstrous success, and then you got to come back with Dream Police and do that. Was it an oh crap moment? Like, now what are we going to do? Or were you ready you had enough stuff in the bank where you could bring out another album like that?
Well, we did. It's like, it's like here right now, it's our 20th studio album. And we just, we write songs and we like to record, and we're lucky that we get to. I mean, we could probably make more records than we do. It's like nobody's ever clamoring for a Cheap Trick record.
Oh, speak for yourself. I love you guys, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, yeah, way to sell it. No. That's good though.
Yeah, it's like we always had material waiting. It's like when the Dream Police record came out after the success of the Budokan album, it's like people say, oh, well, this is an old record. Well, today, the record that's coming out April 9th, it's an old record too, if you think about it. It's like, we don't record and then the next day it comes out. So it's like, for whatever reason, you hold it back, or the record company says it's a better day to come out, or, it's like all that kind of stuff is kind of out of our hands. I mean, it's like, the fact that we've made all these records, we have a whole bunch of songs on different records that nobody's ever heard, that have been released ages ago.
Is there one that came out that maybe was a bigger song than others that you wish you had more time to work on, to go back and tweak on a little bit?
Well, there were some mixes that I wasn't really keen on, which sounded more, kind of more laid back or mainstream than, not as raw as we're pretty raw. We're guitar, bass, drums, and a vocal. There's not much, there's not much big production going on some of the stuff. And some of the stuff is like, I like the heavier versions of it. I think that's why the Live at Budokan record did well, because, they're some of the same songs, but they were just the live versions. Oh yeah, that's what. Oh, I saw those guys play with Yada Yada, Cobo Hall. Yeah, they did that song. It sounds different than the studio album. Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, that's like Live Bullet. People always go, well, that's all new music from Seeger. I'm like, no, that's stuff he recorded, but just hearing it in the live context makes it just jump like that.
Yeah. He's not too bad, is he?
Nah, he's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, never mind.
Nice. No, that's fantastic. Are you kidding me? So you just, man. Well, In Another World is the name of the album, April 9th, and then Light Up the Fire is the single. We've been playing it on our show here in CSX in Detroit, and we love it, man.
Cool.
And next year we're going to tour. I know you guys, you got to get back out on the road, right? This has got to suck for you not being able to play in front of people.
Yeah, you are correct. Because that's what we do. That's what a lot of bands do. So it's not like we're unique in that, but the fact that we played more shows than almost any band around. Go look at your Cheap Trick in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, you were here. So do you like just randomly throw guitar picks at people? Like when the mailman comes up, do you snap a guitar pick at him just to get?
I just throw picks at anybody that I see. There was a bird outside a few minutes ago, and I threw one at him.
I was waiting to see. I was hoping there would be guitar picks on your mask where you could just reach up and throw them at people like that.
Well, I'm sitting in a room where I've got all the ammo I need.
Okay, you're armed for pick bear. There it is.
Yep.
So all the guitar picks, and Nancy Wilson was talking about you, by the way, and she gave you guys the highest praise. She said you're the favorite band that they ever toured with.
Yeah, we had fun with them. We flirt but don't squirt. That old story.
So all the guitar picks you've thrown out over the years, did you ever hit anyone in the eye? Or anything? Did you ever have someone go like, "Damn it, Rick Nielsen, you tried to kill me"?
Did I ever? Oh yes, I did. Here's one for you. Ah! I say, yeah. I mean, I'm sure I have. And if anybody got injured, usually it's a badge of courage that they got a big scar on their face from getting hit by a pick from me.
So the name of the album was going to be In Another Eye, and then you guys changed it in Another World. Right?
In Another Eye. Yeah. In the right or the left.
Well,
rock and roll, boys and girls, picks in the eye.
You got to earn it. You got to earn your stripes when you're out there, man.
That's right.
We need to see you at Pine Knob again. I want the world to get back to some sort of normal.
Didn't Pine Knob change its name again?
No, the only thing we did we named the street in front 33 Bob Seger Boulevard in honor of all the gigs he played there. But it's still Pine Knob. It's DT, but nobody calls it that.
Yeah, he's a good one. It's like I had read this story where Bob went into some stadium or wherever. As he walked in, the people all stood up and hailed him, which I thought was the coolest thing. It's like, yeah, he's the stuff. He's the real stuff. Actually, two of the guys that used to work for us, Hot Sam and Glenn Preston, they were both soundmen for Cheap Trick. Worked for Bob.
Wow.
And so we got to hear some good stories.
But the difference is, like, Bob had that crowd coming in there. Now, you've always told me this, and I assume it's true, that when you guys got to Budokan, you really had no idea of how famous you were there, right?
Still don't.
Come on.
Well, I was like, no, it's like, we're the same guys. I'm the same guy that I'm talking to you right now. And it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, maybe I should get some pants on instead of just a robe here. And I'm sitting in my living room. Oh, here come some people who want some pics thrown at them.
Okay.
Get some clothes on.
But that's true though, right? Like you guys, you're on the plane and you had no real idea that you had that big of a following there.
No idea.
Really? None?
No. We're riding in coach at the back of the plane. It's like, yeah, we had no idea. Plus, I just did another interview. I said we're sharing rooms back then. Yeah, I slept. I stayed with Tom and Robin stayed with Bunny. Like we couldn't afford 4 rooms. We can only pay for 2.
Man, it's so much fun. Rick, it's great to talk to you, and you stay safe and get us some guitar picks, man. And next time, I promise I'll get a picture with you so I can prove I actually hung out with you.
There we go. Here's my favorite pick just for you.
Okay, I want that one. We'll do that one.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you,
See-
Rick Nielsen.
see
In
you
another
later.
world, light up the fire. You be well, man. Say hi to everybody for us, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
I'll say hi to the next guy that I throw a pick at, just for you.
Good. Thank you. Yeah. As long as it's not a cop, we're okay, Rick.
All right. I don't
right.
care. I
Be
know the
well,
cops
man.
here. All right. See you later.
Bye.